phone. I have so many freaking windows open right now. Oh my god.
I know. I'm still trying to find a picture.
Restream. There we go.
I feel like I need tea. What the hell?
All right. It says we are online on YouTube and online on Twitch. I think we're ready for our faces. There we are. Oh, yep. And there's Maya. Without fail, anytime that I sit down and start looking at the camera, she's like, okay, I'm here. I think it's just because I like turn my body to face my secondary monitor. And she's just like, oh, you have provided a lap for me to sit on.
Okay, I'll be right back. I have to get the spray bottle because my cat's eating my rabbit's hay. And he's an obligate carnivore. He does not eat hay. And I need to, he'll just throw it up. So, 1 second.
Yes. Two Girls, One Ship podcast, where kitty problems are abounding. Do not drink the wine, Maya. That is not allowed. Where is... my chat box? There we go. You make this so difficult. You don't even understand how much of an asshole you are.
I got my water border now. He normally, I just need to shake it and he won't eat hay. Not good for the kitten. Hello, sweet bun. I'm really trying to get a specific screenshot. Here we go. I think I've done it. It's good enough. Mary? Stop eating hay. Okay.
Oh my god.
Huh.
I could just hear the cats in the background.
Well, yeah, my, what's it called? It's my rabbit and my cat. He went into his little enclosure and is inside his box, and my bun doesn't like that. Because it's his safe box. Jesus Christ. Mary, get out of his shit.
Mary, what are you doing?
Mary. Mary Berry. Mary? Is he even in there? I don't know. Oh well. Let's see if this works.
All right.
I don't think it will. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, I did something weird to my computer. So it's funky.
If you're trying to change your video. Oh.
Oh, because long story short, I take too many pictures, so I put them all on a external hard drive, and I accidentally deleted my photos just off my computer. So unless the hard drive's plugged in, like I just don't have like even the photo album at all, like anything. I did it wrong because I'm dumb, but that's fine. I've got this one. It's my stupid cat. Oh my God.
Oh, Audacity. I should probably be recording this.
That's a good idea. I should probably get my cat. I'm sure
please.
I can hear it through my headphones, that you can definitely hear it.
Yeah.
Mary. God, I have to physically get him, I think. Un momento, por favor. Mary.
All right. Well, I'm now recording. So. We were more than 2 minutes early. We've been live for like 6 minutes. Oh my God.
I got him.
Yay.
That was fun. Cats.
Cats.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It looks weird on my Discord. It looked like my camera wasn't working. And I was like, what's happening? Oh, I have hay all over me now. Great. Thanks, Mary. Because the box that he was in was an old hay box that my bun chew a hole through. And I was like, there you go. Have a fun little box. There's hay dust everywhere in there. Which is why I feed the rabbit, because my husband's allergic to hay.
That's random.
Well, yeah, it's like he's allergic to everything, really, but like the grass, because it's Timothy hay. A lot of people are allergic to Timothy hay. We tried orchard grass for a while. That's supposed to be better, but he's allergic to everything, so that didn't really help. And Timothy hay is more readily available where we're at, so
yeah,
I just feed him.
That's gonna trip me up.
Nope, well, it's time.
It is time. Okay. So we decided that playing the intro music doesn't really work. I think we have everything that we need. All right. Let's get this party started.
Oh my God.
You ready?
Okay. Yeah, I was just propping my phone up and it was sliding around.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Two Girls, One Ship, the podcast where we analyze, rate, and review all that the world of video game romances has to offer. I'm Genesis, the girl who is sad to be leaving the Milky Way.
I was lying. I'm not ready. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's my Audacity. I just realized my stupid thing still is for the built-in microphone and not my fancy mic.
Oh no.
The audio would have been crappy. Okay. Now I'm ready.
Now you're ready.
Sorry. I just was like, shit, I'm not recording. And then I pressed record and I'm like, oh shit, it's the wrong thing. Okay. And I'm Vervada, the girl who is also sad to move out of Reaper territory for now, but is also excited to time travel to 2077 soon.
Today's episode is a bit unique in that we'll be talking about 4 characters instead of just one. Given that these are all romantic interests, but not actual romance options in Mass Effect 2, we combined them. This episode is on Yaoman Kelly Chambers, the the Virmire survivor, either Kaden Alenko or Ashley Williams, and Dr. Liara Tassoni, aka the Shadow Broker, from Mass Effect 2. As always, we get up close and personal with each of our character breakdowns, so if you're looking for a spoiler-free zone, sorry lovelies, you are in the wrong place.
So here's your fucking spoiler alert.
Thanks for the spoiler alert, Sam. And if you want to hear N7 the Legend's thoughts about the Ashley romance, go back to episode 3 of The Two Girls. We talked in length about her romance in Mass Effect 1 and how he wishes things could have gone differently in 2. But for tonight, we'll get started with Kelly.
What can I say? I'm a people person.
Yep, she's a people person. Kelly Chambers is the yeoman aboard the Normandy, hand-selected by none other than Timmy, the elusive man himself, because of her experience as a psychologist. If you aren't familiar with the term yeoman, I don't blame you. It's quite an old-timey naval term. It refers to the person on board a naval vessel in charge of administrative and clerical tasks, and there are still yeomans in the modern U.S. Navy today. Admin stuff is important, of course, but Timmy picked her because she sends psych reports on the crew back to him. She doesn't know all about the nefarious Cerberus manipulation that he's up to, so she does it innocently as a part of her duties.
Kelly also offers her psychological insight on every crew member you recruit in Mass Effect 2, as well as giving you hints about the characters. She actually warns you not to run a fuck Jack if you really want to earn her trust. She is a member of Cerberus, not the Alliance Navy, and if Shepard questions her about Cerberus's infamous reputation, Kelly asserts that neither she nor the organization is anti-alien just because they are pro-human. She doesn't seem to have any hesitation about crushing on non-humans, though, calling Thane sexy. And she has this to say about our boy Garrus once you've recruited him.
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's been through a lot, not just physically.
There's something about him. I just want to hold him close and whisper, "It will be all right."
Me too, Kelly. Me too. As you've just heard, despite belonging to a human supremacist organization, Kelly shows empathy and compassion towards all races of the Milky Way. She has a high emotional intelligence, which is a key tool she uses to understand the mental states of the crew. As you talk with her more and more, provided you remain friendly, eventually Shepard can invite her up to the captain's cabin for a private dinner. Ooh.
It is important to note that in order to receive all romance interactions with Kelly, you must of course choose the proper dialogue options in conversations with her on the CIC. There are 3 types of relationships with Kelly: professional, friendly, and flirty. A professional relationship is just that, nothing special. While a friendly relationship means she will take care of your fish, which is totally worth it and totally what they are talking about in chat tonight. We are here to talk about the flirty relationship, though, which is what you'll need in order to get the special dinner with her. Unfortunately, you don't actually get to watch the dinner, so not exactly a romance scene.
Goodness, I haven't stayed up that late since my college days. I had a wonderful evening. Thank you, Shepard.
This dinner scene, like Jen said, is not a romance scene specifically, but it puts you into the friendly relationship with her. So it's at this point that Kelly will feed your fish for you. Yay for no longer returning to your cabin after missions to fish corpses. Because that's me every time I forget to make her my friend. In order for you to romance Kelly, though, you have to make sure she survives the collector base. This means that when some of your crew is kidnapped by the collectors, you cannot wait to go and rescue them, or Kelly will die along with the rest of the kidnapped crew. To unlock the romance culmination scene, you must talk to Kelly immediately after returning from the collector base and ask if she's okay. Then you can invite her to your cabin. Take us away, Jen.
You can dance, you can drive, having the time of your life. Ooh. No, I can't do it.
I almost thought you were gonna get like, I don't know, somebody's cover of it that was hopefully
Oh,
like free to use. I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of when I watched this scene was Dancing Queen.
yeah. I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just do it. I'll just do it myself. But Dancing Queen is totally key to this scene, and let's find out why. It's definitely interesting. It is unique that you have to use the intercom terminal on your desk in order to call Kelly up to your room. And I'm just going to say it felt like a literal booty call. Hey babe, what you doing? You up? The scene split second goes black, and then when you walk over to the couch, Kelly is there wearing what any Mass Effect fan will recognize as the stripper outfit. It is what the human women and Asari wear in the various clubs throughout the trilogy. And I'm going to tangent here for a quick second. Why aren't there any male strippers? Why aren't there any other species? Well, a quick search of the mod gallery came up with one shocking result. I fully expected topless dancers, better outfits for the dancers, everything like that. But I found one that replaced the dancers. It didn't replace them with human males, but it made all the dancers naked, as expected. But it also made all of the Asari have penises. I don't know what to do with that information, so I'm going to get back to Kelly. If you choose to sit on the couch with her, she will sit on your lap. It's cute. It's the same thing that you can do with any of your romance options after completing the endgame mission and continuing to play the game. You can call them up to your cabin and have a moment on the couch, or having a moment lying together on the bed. You can do that with Kelly too. There's no dialogue, but it's a nice touch. Now, the third option with Kelly is to ask her to dance. Things get a little steamy, but it stays PG-13. If you've played Mass Effect 3 and know of the wall dancer, you have seen this dance. Kelly does a gyration and groove up against the cabin wall. It's a striptease without removing any of her clothing. It's a little hypnotic, and I found myself watching probably longer than I needed to. But in reality, I give it a 2. It's not interactive. It feels transactional. It's sexy-ish, yes, but it's not a romantic encounter. You call a stripper to your room and you sit on your couch, hands clasped in front of you, elbows on your knees, while you watch the show. I kept waiting for my Omni tool to show up so I could give her a tip.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say there's not even much of a romance to talk about. Every bit of the romance is what we imagine them doing, not really what we see them doing. We don't get to see what probably was a romantic dinner date, and outside of a few flirty lines of dialogue, that's it. So, not my favorite romance, but only because Bioware didn't really develop it enough, not because Kelly isn't a good romanceable character. Oh, but also, just so you know, there are male strippers and other species in the club outside of Kadara Port and Mass Effect Andromeda. So, like, there's one point in Andromeda's corner. Yay!
Yay,
Okay,
male strippers!
come on. Oh yeah, yay for male strippers. There's even Solarian strippers in there and Krogan strippers. It's pretty. They're dancing. They're not like stripping, but it's pretty. I remember when I first saw that, and I was like, this is
Wait,
great.
are there Solarians in the Asari stripper outfit? Because I totally missed that.
They're not. I can't remember what they're wearing. It is something different, but they're all behind bars. Like they look like
the
they're like
go-go
in little prison
dancers.
cells.
That's right.
Yeah, they're basically go-go dancers.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Okay, now it's time to move on to Kaden Alenko For all three of the next characters we talk about, we're going to assume you either have experience with these romances from Mass Effect 1 or you listen to our episodes on them. If you haven't, maybe go check them out.
You reunite with Kaden after 2 long years on Horizon. Kaden was actually on the Normandy when it was attacked by the Collectors and Shepard died. And he has continued his career in the Alliance Navy since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Sorry. Now I'm all in a singing mood. This is not good. Okay. He has continued his career in the Alliance Navy since you've been gone. In 2185, when the Collectors started taking human colonies, Kaden was sent to investigate as they assumed Horizon would be next. He had heard rumors that Shepard was alive and working with Cerberus, but he didn't believe him. Until that is, he sees you again on Horizon.
I thought you were dead, Shepard. We all did.
It's been too long, Kaden. How have you been?
Is that all you have to say? You show up after 2 years and just act like nothing happened. Thought we had something, Shepard. Something real. I loved you. Thinking you were dead tore me apart. How could you put me through that? Why didn't you try to contact me? Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
Kaden's anger is justified. He doesn't know that Shepard spent the last 2 years in a coma being rebuilt by Cerberus. He doesn't know if Shepard is even Shepard anymore because of Cerberus. And he feels that he can't trust Shepard because she seems to be working with Cerberus. Cerberus. For Shepard.
It's the three-headed dog. You gotta say it 3 times in a row.
Honestly. And would anyone believe that I literally don't have wine tonight? Like, because I feel really silly today. I don't know.
I do.
I forgot to grab mine. And then also, this is a tangent because we have to make up for last week's lack of tangents. But like my kid has this T-Rex stuffed animal that I make a voice for at night because it helps her pick a story faster to read. Otherwise, she just stands there, takes forever. But that voice that I do, it's like a mix between, oh my God, my phone. A mix between like Cookie Monster and I don't even know what. But man, it hurts my throat. I need to stop. I need to figure out a different voice for that thing. So that's why if you see me coughing in the background, that's why. It's Mr. T-Rex's fault. Okay, wait, where was I? Okay. For Shepard, she closed her eyes as she suffocated in the black abyss of space and opened them to being attacked on a Cerberus ship, and has been fighting ever since. The added nostalgia of playing the Vigil theme song from Mass Effect 1 as this conversation takes place is not an accident either. This song plays on the title page of Mass Effect 1 and in the post-credits scene of Mass Effect 3. It plays when you reunite with Kaden or Ashley in Mass Effect 2. It plays when Liara realizes she still needs Shepard's help during the Shadow Broker DLC. It plays on Rannoch as you fight to return Tally's homeworld in Mass Effect 3. And Liara even plays it on piano in Anderson's apartment in the Citadel DLC. It's fitting that Liara breaks that fourth wall and plays that song, as she is a historian, chronicling Shepard's exploits the same way Vigil did of the Protheans.
It's so perfect. The conversation with Kaden is the only time you see him in person in Mass Effect 2, romanced or not. And the only physical aspect to this scene is a hug. I've had this hug in real life before. It's the one where after not seeing someone you were once really close with, years down the road, you don't know if you have the same level of physicality. But later on, Kaden will send you an apologetic email. And because Raphael Sabarge is an absolute legend of a human, he read the email out loud. He made the audio sound as if it were a voice message Shep can play in her quarters, and I love it. It's longer than our usual clip, but he can tell this story much, much better than I can.
Shepard. I'm sorry for what I said back on Horizon. I spent 2 years pulling myself back together after you went down with the Normandy. guilt for surviving, and to move on. And I finally let my friends talk me into going out for drinks with the doctor on the Citadel. Nothing serious, but just trying to let myself have a life again, you know. And then I saw you. And everything just pulled hard to port. I mean, you were standing in front of me, but you were with Cerberus. I mean, I guess I really don't know who either of us is anymore. I mean, do you even remember that night before he lost? That night meant everything to me. I mean, maybe it meant as much to you, but a lot has changed in the last 2 years, and I can't just put that aside. But please be careful. I mean, I've watched too many close people to me die. On Eden Prime, on Virmire, on Horizon, on the Normandy. And I just couldn't bear it if I had to lose you again. I mean, if you're still the woman that I remember, I know that you're going to find a way to stop these collector attacks. But Cerberus is too dangerous to be trusted. Watch yourself. Look, when things settle down a little, maybe, I don't know. Just take care. It's fine. Kaden.
Chills. Literal goosebump chills. There's something about that voice and the pauses. Those moments in between. Can I fuck a voice? 10 out of 10 would just fully romance the resonance in my bones when I listen to him speaking. Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
I mean, like, I agree with you, but I got stuck on him saying Virmire.
Oh, and
like, it's Virmire.
And what did he call it? Ilos?
Elo?
Yeah. Oh no. Shepard Commander.
That's just
Hold on.
Virgo brain.
Hold on. Okay. So Discord glitched out for a second there. It's been happening all damn day that audio is not syncing up. So just wanted to take a pause and make sure everything was happening okay. Oh.
Beep, boop, beep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, anyway, back to Kaden. Kaden is right about not being able to trust Cerberus. That letter was super sweet, and Shepard keeps a picture of Kaden in her quarters between her terminal and her Medal of Honor. Super, super fancy. Before entering the Omega-4 relay, if you stayed in a relationship with Kaden, Shepard will gaze at the picture fondly. If you've chosen to pursue another romance, though, she'll flip the picture face down on her desk. So sad. Either way, this romance is kind of on pause until Mass Effect 3. If you want to learn more about Kaden, you can check out episode 2 and episode 4, where we interview Yuri Cat. If you romanced Ashley, it's basically the same thing, and you do get a hug from her too, but here is her conversation.
I thought you were dead, Shepard. We all did.
You don't sound too happy to see me. Something bothering you, Ash?
Yeah, something's bothering me. I spent the past 2 years believing you were dead. We had something, Shepard. Something real. I loved you. I thought you were dead. How could you put me through that? Why didn't you try to contact me? Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
Oh. Either way, Kaden or Ashley, romanced or not, this is the only time you see them in Mass Effect 2. Ashley has moved on, and so has Kaden, both getting promotions within the Alliance Navy and making a name for themselves outside of Shepard's long shadow. Just like with Kaden, Ashley will send you an apology letter. And again, because the people that they chose to voice the Normandy crew are absolutely amazing. Kimberly Brooks took the time to read the letter that Ash wrote to the commander.
Shepard, I'm sorry for what I said back on Horizon. When I lost you 2 years ago, it tore me up. I prayed for you every day. I read a lot of Tennyson thinking about you. Just like I did when my dad passed. And then you came back. And it was like my prayers were answered. But I'm not who I was then, and well, neither are you. I don't know what's true anymore. Part of me can't believe it's really you. I keep going back to that night before Elos. Our night. I haven't let myself think about those memories in over a year. I wouldn't have expected you to work for Cerberus, but I know why they sent you to Horizon. I saw how many people were lost there. And if anyone can stop the Collectors, you can. I can't go where you're going, but I can wish you luck. Just stay alive out there, Skipper. I don't know what the future holds, but I can't lose you a second time. Ash. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note, may yet be done. Not unbecoming men that strove with gods.
And that's why I wanted to play the audio. I can't do that. I can't put the way that Ash actually felt into the words. There's that one line, I can't go where you're going. I can't follow you. And that one always gets me. But of course the lines at the end of the quote are from Ashley's favorite poet, Lord Alfred Tennyson, from his epic poem Ulysses. These lines are taken from a part of the poem where Ulysses is longing for a new adventure and calling for his crew to join him after living a full life of them. He knows that death waits for us all, but before he dies, he can still have one last adventure, one that would rival the exploits of the gods. Shepard and friends know all about impossible odds and godlike feats.
Yeah, I appreciate Ash's sense of drama and love of poetry. I too love poetry. We've been able to sneak a few into the show now and again, just like we try to sneak in Garrus lines. But before we discuss the romance of one sexy blue alien, we're going to take a mid-break to thank our patrons and sponsors. And fun facts, of course.
Yes, Apollo, it was very Padme Anakin line, and I love it. It's one of my favorite moments in the prequel trilogy. And yeah, it's keeping Ashley alive definitely changed the experience of the game for me, Yuri. And it's not, I don't hate Ashley. I don't even dislike Ashley. I actually really like her now after learning so much more about her and continuing on to 3. It's just that I like Kaden more. And that's why he's going to survive most of my playthroughs. But it's fun fact time. Kelly actually started out in concept as 2 separate characters, codenamed Ensign Cutie and Ensign Threesome. I'm kind of bummed out they cut out whatever was going to happen with Ensign Threesome, because, come on. Also, Kelly's alias in Mass Effect 3 is Felicia Hannigan, an amalgamation of everyone's favorite redheaded nerd queens, Felicia Day and Allison Hannigan.
Super cute. I mean, I think we can all imagine what Ensign Threesome was like. Also, if you didn't recognize Kelly in Mass Effect 3, you're not the only one. That was kind of the point if you chose to change her identity to protect her from Cerberus, but it was actually due to character textures not importing properly from Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3. And they have since corrected this in the Legendary Edition. That's pretty much it for fun facts on these characters, unless you want to listen to their individual episodes for Mass Effect 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kelly's not that much fun of a character. There's not much going on there.
I know. When I was watching the video of her romance, so many people in the comments on YouTube are like, she's my favorite romance. I'm like, why? Like, there's just nothing here. She's not a bad character. I just don't get, like, people were really vehement about how much they love her. And I'm like, that's okay. Maybe it's just because they read a lot of fan fiction about her. Because there's really nothing that exists in the lore about her, like actual canon stuff.
So there is one fun fact that I was going to bring up in Mass Effect 3, but I can bring it up here. So if you romance Kelly, this will take multiple playthroughs. Okay, so you have to romance Kelly in 2, rekindle the relationship in 3, and then start import your Mass Effect 3 character into a new game plus. Romance Kelly again. Then on your 3rd import of New Game Plus character, when you go and get your fish back from her, you will unlock an additional 5 galactic readiness points.
That's stupid.
It is the most intense hidden little code thing that I have ever found in this game. And it's because your fish has evolved and you get a codex entry and 5 galactic readiness points.
I would never have found that out because I'm not a completionist at all. And I will never be doing that.
No.
So I guess it's just a fact to me. It's not very fun. It sounds like a slog.
Yeah. I mean, play the game through
multiple romancing Kelly.
Yeah.
Not when Thane exists, not when Garrus exists.
Yeah. Well, you only have to romance her in 2 once and then play 3 twice. But yeah.
Oh, well.
But still.
So what?
Yeah.
I want my tango.
It's too much. Too much.
Yeah.
So let's move on to something awesome instead of 5 galactic readiness points. And thank our patrons. Meiji Moose, Apollo, Toasty, and Commander Shenko. Big hearts and all the massive love to you. Massive effect on my...
What happened?
My elbow hit my water bottle and it freaked me out.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, let's see if I can get this line out. You all have had a massive effect on my heart. Yay. And while we don't have any new reviews to read out, we are legit this freaking close to a milestone on Spotify because we have almost 200 followers.
Woot woot. Thank you for the likes, follows, whatever they call them. And also thank you patrons as well, of course. You guys are the best. I don't even know. Hopefully we're worth it. I always forget to check Patreon and I'm like, oh God. So I get stressed out. But hopefully we're cool. And you guys like what we're putting out. Oh, and also speaking of Commander Shenko, she actually sent in a quick mundane moment for us to read. It's about Thane. Here it is. This is a quote. I have a mundane headcanon where a Thane romanced femshep will take Kolyat under her wing and ask him to lunch, quietly transfer some credits into his account, and text Bailey asking if he's doing okay, etc., etc. And I think that's super, super cute. I definitely want that to go that way as well. And I can also see Kolyat yelling, "You're not my mom." He just seems like an angsty teen to me.
Oh, my Shep would totally adopt both Grunt and Cole yet. They're my boys. And he would totally be that angsty teenager. Like, you're not my mom. Ugh. Or, ooh,
Yeah.
even worse, better, you're not my dad.
Yeah, honestly. It's like he's got a lot of childhood trauma, so you know he's gonna have angst.
Yeah.
He's gotta have it.
Shepard, you are not my father. Okay. But let's move on to the final Mass Effect 2 romance option of Liara to Sony. Are you ready to embrace eternity again?
Oh yeah.
Have you
Always.
faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind.
Sorry, Discord froze again when I was trying to unmute myself. Wow, I really like scary Liara voice. As you've just heard, baby Liara from Mass Effect 1 is long gone. Whether you romanced her or not in the first game, it's been a long, hard 2 years for the Asari historian. Some of her adventures are chronicled in various Mass Effect comics, but suffice it to say, she's the reason Shepard is alive again. If you don't have the Shadow Broker DLC, which why at this point, get Legendary Edition already, the reunion on Ilium is pretty much the only time you see Liara in Mass Effect 2. If you romanced her, you get a big ol' smooch. If you're just friends, then she'll hug you.
Liara has become much darker and ruthless as an information broker. That's kind of hot. Quoting her mother, Matriarch Benezia from Mass Effect 1 with the Asari Commando Unit bit. During this conversation on Ilium, Liara reveals that her dramatic shift in personality is due to her hatred of the Shadow Broker and fierce need for retribution. Liara got close to a Drell named Farron, who was a double agent for the Shadow Broker against Cerberus and helped Liara rescue Shepard's body. She believes Farron was killed after being captured by the Shadow Broker. Liara will confess to Shepard that she feels guilty over giving Shepard's body over to Cerberus. And she knew Cerberus... This is too many damn Cerberuses in a row.
I told you, it's an episode of Cerberus.
Okay. Liara will confess to Shepard that she feels guilty giving Shepard's body over to Cerberus, as she knew Cerberus would use Shepard for their own purposes. But she had to try and save Shepard. Shepard can either accept this or become angry with Liara. Either way, she stands by her decision.
Any other interactions with Liara come from the Lair of the Shadow Broker DLC. Liara learns that Farron is alive, and now instead of just petty revenge, Liara is on a rescue mission. I'm not going to totally recap the entire storyline of this DLC because it's pretty big, but essentially it starts out with an Asari Spectre named Tela Vasir trying to kill Liara on the Shadow Broker's orders. After Liara and Shepard kick her ass and kill her, oh god, Liara will recover comms that will reveal the Shadow Broker base location. Sloppy. There will be a short dialogue scene that has different lines depending on if you stayed loyal to Liara or not in a romance.
Mm-hmm. Liara is in the middle of a metamorphosis, starting off as a well-intentioned but naive young Asari researcher, and is now in the midst of growing into a powerful, calculating shadow broker. Liara arguably undergoes the most character development and growth out of any of the squad mates. If you romanced her in Mass Effect 1, but started a romance with someone else, Liara will snap at you out of jealousy. When you insist on talking about where your relationship stands, she starts sarcastically saying she just needs... No, fuck this all up. My god. Oh, okay. All right. When you insist on talking about where your relationship stands and sarcastically say that she only needs you around to hack more terminals, she'll snap with different lines depending on who you are romancing. And here are the examples of that.
That's not fair. You were dead.
I came back.
Yes, you came back. And now Garrus is doing a lot more than just calibrating the Normandy's guns.
That one is the best. Like, talking
That
about
one's definitely the best. Like, oh yes, he is calibrating all the guns.
these guns,
Yeah.
all the guns. All 6 of the main romances get a different line, and I cut these all down to just Liara's snarky comebacks because they're all pretty good on their own. Here is Miranda.
Yes, you came back. And now you'd rather pass time with Miss Lawson and her low-cut jumpsuit.
Ah, yes. Let's just talk about Miranda's looks. Here's Tally.
And now you're itching to get under Tally's helmet.
Who? Jacob Taylor.
And now you're more interested in seeing Jacob with his shirt off.
I mean, I'm interested in Jacob with his shirt off.
Has Liara seen Jacob with his shirt off? That's my question.
The Shadow Broker.
Because if she knew.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good... How did Liara see that? Because Jacob is shirtless in the Shadow Broker's videos, but she's not the broker yet at this point, so how did she see inside the...
I'm just saying, if she had seen him with his shirt off, she wouldn't be asking that.
Oh,
Like, obviously, we all want to see that.
okay.
Duh. Ooh, this next one, though.
Yeah. I think I'm going to switch it up and save this one for last. Okay. Let's go with this one, with Jack.
And I've been tossed aside for a tattooed woman with anger issues.
Tattooed woman with anger issues. This last one here is so bad. Liara, what the fuck?
And now you're trying to take the place of a dying man's wife.
Jesus Christ. Just shoot. Right in the heart. Shots fired. Call an
Shots
ambulance.
fired. Ooh. All right. Liara.
I can't believe she, especially the Thane one, like, oh my god, I don't think a Mass Effect 1 Liara would have ever had that kind of snark. But it's not just because she has grown into more of a ruthless Asari. She's under a lot of pressure right now, and I know I don't always maintain a perfect calm demeanor when I'm under pressure, and I haven't ever even gotten people killed over my decisions like she has. If you stayed faithful to Liara, this scene is a lot less sassy.
We'll be jumping several light years. There's time to talk.
About what?
About us.
Shepard, listen, I'm glad you're here.
You worried there might be terminals you need me to hack?
That's not fair. You were dead.
I came back.
It's not that easy. You can't just come back and have 2 years of mourning suddenly vanish.
I thought the clip was longer.
So did I. I was just like, shit, I didn't put down, like, there's that Vigil song again. Like, it's everywhere.
It is.
Right.
It's in almost all of the clips that I played tonight from the original trilogy characters.
That's what I
ME1.
noticed, is that it shows up with all the original trilogy characters. I couldn't find an example of that with Garrus, so if anyone sees that, then let me know. But every other original trilogy character has some scene where Vigil's theme is playing in it. In Mass Effect 2. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I don't think Vigil would be appropriate in Archangel.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I will think on it. But it is Liara and Garrus who suffer the most out of all the companions after Shepard's death. Liara managed to pull herself up by her grit and determination into the powerful information broker that she is now. We're gonna fast forward to after the big boss fight and Liara assuming the mantle of the new shadow broker. Shepard and Liara embrace and share a kiss. She starts to wonder if you can make it, and Shepard can assuage her fear and get some hardcore smooching.
Eventually, you can invite Liara onto the Normandy for some time to talk. Even though she must stay away for now and support Shepard as the shadow broker, she still loves Shepard. She brings you back your dog tags after catching up with the rest of the old crew, and is the first one to really ask Shepard if they're okay.
How are you actually doing, Shepard? I mean, really. Not what you tell your squad to keep morale up.
Between you and me, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. I'm doing everything I can, but
You've done more than most. There wouldn't be a man, woman, or child left on Horizon, if not for you.
I saved some of them. Not enough. And the Collectors will keep hitting colonies until I stop them.
So you'll stop them.
And here I thought it'd be difficult.
You'll get the job done. You always do. I just don't know what comes next. So tell me what you want. If this all ends tomorrow, what happens to us?
I don't know. Marriage, old age, and a lot of little blue children.
So cute. The scene ends with the innuendo that Shepard and Liara are about to have some reunion sexy time. So we'll get to that breakdown. But before that, I found a line that is too funny to not put in here. When Liara first walks back into the commander's quarters, Shep asks if she liked the tour of the new Normandy. And this is part of her response.
And I ran into Joker. He seemed happy to see me. Although, he did ask me to record any parts of our conversation where my eyes do that freaky black eternity thing.
Of course he did.
It's just too funny. Joker at it again.
Yeah, if you're FemShep, he says to her, like, he wants to see them reenact a scene from Vanya or something. It's like a lesbian lover movie in Mass Effect.
Joker.
Yeah, it's a different line. He's pretty bold. Let's get him.
I love it, though.
Yeah. He's at his workplace. Just kidding, but Liara's not, I guess. So hopefully he's just good old nature friend teasing.
Yeah, I think so. Because she didn't seem offended by it.
I'm asking for clips of when her eyes do the freaky black thing. I'm like, do you mean when she's talking to Shepard? Because get out of the cameras, Joker. Not now. Give him some privacy.
Yeah. I mean, he literally is asking for a sex tape. But, I mean, with Edie on board, they could probably record anything that happens in the Normandy at any time. So if Joker really wanted to watch, he could just fucking watch. I mean, it's rude and highly probably illegal in some areas, but he could. But back to the rekindling of this romance. The dialogue between Shepard and Liara is on point for suggestive and flirty. And it feels so real. Jeez. Okay, one more clip and then I'm done. I promise. Normally, I prefer the way Jennifer Hale delivers lines. But in this case, it might have just been the physical blocking of the scene or just the way that he says it. Damn. Commander Broshep has finally made my list of hot one-liners. So, when the bro and Liara are standing face to face, hip to hip, pressed in close together, this happens.
I'd have to have something special to come back to.
I'm open to suggestions.
How about this?
The camera pans down to their joined hands, which just happened to be in front of their hips, and then back up to Liara's face as she jolts slightly up and back. That to me said, how about this? Rock hardness being pressed up against you. Damn. Liara then embraces eternity and her eyes flood to black. It made me. So I really liked it. I also think that it's a really great touch that Liara is concerned with how Shepard feels, not just with what Shepard is doing. Most characters are only concerned with Shepard's actions, and this makes sense because this is an RPG video game. But Liara showing compassion and concern is part of what makes her feel like a real person, like a real relationship. They clearly have a spark for each other. And I'm 99% sure that Ravada has frozen. So if you can hear me... Oh no, Discord completely crashed. Welcome back to the Two Girls, One Ship podcast, where we cannot go a single fucking episode without some form of technical difficulty. Gotta love it. I know, it's our fault. Okay, let's look back on chat. Oh my, y'all have been chatty Cathy's today. Dedicated fish feeders. Hello.
Am I back? Dude, it would not open.
Weird.
Like all of a sudden your voice got all robotic and glitchy and then it just froze and then it crashed and I was like, "Oh my god, come on, we're almost done." Like what the hell? Okay, I'm fine now, I think.
Okay.
But I'm glad most of it was your portion to talk anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back now. Okay. I also really like how this scene plays out as a sort of goodbye for now. I've been Liara, saying goodbye to my husband as he gets on his ship and sails away. This is by far the most realistic scenario for a romance. Most people don't have their true loves on a mission with them on board, although that makes for a compelling video game romance. It's fun to have them along for the journey. But I also like that Liara has her role to play and Shepard has theirs, and they both know that. While they love each other, they have to be apart for now. They'll get back together for Mass Effect 3, but for now, we're leaving the crew of the Normandy behind. We've got a lot of video game romance to cover. I think we can all agree that Mass Effect 2 is one of the best examples of video game romance there is. It's just an all-around great RPG. Seeing the Normandy and her crew go through the Omega 4 relay while the end run blares triumphantly through my speakers will always be one of the best moments I've experienced in a game.
Oh yeah. It's amazing. And okay, so about once a year, I load up an old Skyrim save just to go fight some dragons and see if I can discover a new cave or something. And I know already that Mass Effect 2 is going to be one of those games that I continually come back to. There will always be some new squad combo for unique dialogue, or picking a different romance path to follow. I am forever changed by the Normandy crew. Garrus and Jack are my two picks for best romances. Who are yours?
I don't know if I can pick just two. Like, I always play FemShep, so I can't romance Jack, but if I could, I definitely would. Obviously, Garrus, I think, is my favorite, but Thane is right there with him. And I also really like Liara and Tally. I just want a harem. I want a Normandy harem.
A Normandy harem would be fun.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we've done all the research on all the bromances, so you can't say that you haven't had some experience with them. If you had to pick one femme, one bro.
Okay, one femship is gotta be Garrus. I'm sorry. I just have to pick him. And then I guess for broshep, it makes most sense to have Liara. Like, I just like that. Both Garrus and Liara are the most close to Shepard, I would argue.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of like that dynamic. So I guess I would pick Liara.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. And if you like what you're hearing, be sure to leave a review on iTunes or give us a rating on Spotify and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find me in our Two Girls One Ship chat on the Robots Radio Discord channel, and come give us a follow on all the social medias and on Patreon at Two Girls One Ship. Links to those are in the link tree in our description.
I'm on the Robots Radio Discord as well, but we also have our own Two Girls One Ship Discord server now where we can nerd out on all our favorite CGI'd significant others. Be sure to check out our live stream on Twitch and YouTube on Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Our podcast episodes release on Mondays because you need at least one good thing on a Monday. Once again, all links are in the link tree in the description.
Thanks for listening, and remember,
beauty is in the eye of the controller.
Yay!
Yay, I'm sad. We're done with Mass Effect 2.
I am too.
But that means that we have Mass Effect 3 to look forward to in 2023.
I know. It's only April.
I know.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. You're going to be waiting a hot minute for that one.
So, don't tell my boss. Don't tell my bosses, but I've totally spent like some of these night shifts working the overnights, watching YouTube because I can. Small little non-noticeable headphone earbud placed in. I'm still working. I'm just listening to YouTube. So I started watching all of these cyberpunk romances.
Mm-hmm. You probably know more about them than I do because I've only played Cyberpunk once and I romanced Judy, but I haven't actually seen the romance for anybody else. So I have to research those.
I have watched Judy and all of the different epilogue options, so I have completely spoiled the game for myself, but I knew that would happen coming in. But yeah, so I watched Judy. I've seen bits and pieces of Pan Am because I watched N7 streaming it when he was playing through it. I'm pretty sure that was the live stream, not just a Discord chat. But anyways, so I've seen bits and pieces of that. And then
did you freeze?
No, I didn't freeze. You froze.
Oh, you froze for me. Yeah, what is wrong with Discord? I don't know.
No, Discord's been being a dick all day long.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't had internet problems at all. I would have noticed. I would have noticed if I had internet problems.
Yeah.
So I'm going to blame Discord. Sorry, Discord. Do better.
Hi, Toasty.
Hi, Toasty. I haven't seen Pan Am's scene. Apollo says it's weird.
It is.
Kind of weird.
Pan Am is a wild ride. I tell you what.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about her character, so I'm just like, the only part of the Pan Am thing that I have seen is her sex scene, and I'm like, damn, all right, this one's gonna be fun, for me at least. So I was just talking about it right before you joined the chat. I've watched Judy, and I've watched all of it, and oh boy, do I have some thoughts and feelings on that. It was good. No, it was good. I won't even say anything bad. I can't say anything bad. It was good. It was hot.
I love Judy. Judy's the best. My initial thoughts, because there's 4 romance options in Cyberpunk: Judy, Panam,
Carrie and River.
and Carrie. Yeah, I mean Judy's also obviously the one I chose. Panam, she's like basically in a roving biker caravan gang that like live in the desert. Like that's so they're like some combination between like Romani people and biker gangs.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and the only combination of Romani people is just because they move around a lot in a
Yeah.
caravan style. But so I think that's probably why her scene was probably a little bit hardcore. I haven't seen it.
Do you want spoilers?
Like. Sure.
You have sex in a
never
moving
romantic.
vehicle.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Panam and her.
And you're like about to die. And she's just like, you know what? Oh, a tank. That's, yeah.
Wait, you're about to die? Oh, right. I forgot. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a while.
I think you're actively being attacked or something like that. And she's just like, fuck now. What?
Okay.
No? I thought that was the setup of the scene. All right. I need to watch more than just the tits.
I think Carrie's cute, but River just struck me as so boring. It was kind of please don't get offended. You're a cat, but he's the Kaden of Cyberpunk. And when I say that, I mean he is the most vanilla boy, and not in like a sexual way. In like his date involves you having a cookout with his nephews, like his sister's kids, and like he's just like, oh, I'm such a family man, and I'm a cop, and I'm just like this great guy anyone would want. I'm such a catch, a family man. I'm just like barf, barf, barf. Like I don't want that. Okay, that's what I have in real life. I don't need that. Where are you going? You're sneaking off.
Yeah, it's because Maya's being a dick.
Oh, Maya, stop being a douche canoe. Yeah, I need to look into Carrie's because I played female V, obviously.
Well, yeah, and that was pretty weird too because they're like V. I'm like V.
Virmire. Oh, sorry, my cat. Yeah, I haven't seen Carrie's, but I would definitely romance him if I were a boy. But I like being a girl, so I will never play as well or whatever. I guess actually, I don't know how does that work because Cyberpunk, when you're making your character, do you choose like an overall sex or something? Because you can change your body however you want, but like with the romance options having sexuality, like how does that work with if you're playing like do they I can't remember when you're in your character creation, because I remember you can have like a person with a beard and tits or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like how does that affect, like, because Carrie's gay, like how does that affect, I don't know.
Oh, it's the voice option. Paul says it's
off
the
voice option.
Yeah, you have to have the
huh. Oh, thanks. Like I said, it's been a while since I played it. I was just reading what Toasty's writing. Yeah, I haven't played it in a long time, and I need to get a new copy of it because I traded it in for some reason. I'm waiting for them to get the graphics that were promised to us. But now I do have a PS5, so maybe it's better.
My back is killing me tonight.
Female wrong, you can't romance Judy. Huh.
Apparently you need female parts and a female voice to romance her.
Here's what I hated, and I don't know if they've added anything since I've last played it, because I played it when it first came out. What was that, November 2020? Great year, great time. Sarcasm. And I was pissed that my character could not have the tattoos that the Moxie girls had. I wanted those tattoos. They were so cute. And they had the tattoo options were so limited. There was only like 5 or 6, and they were all gross, and I didn't like them. Serious Bun. Sorry. He's chewing on stuff and being loud.
I know the animals are acting up. My back is
Mhm.
acting up. I'm
Oh well, it's over now, or we can peace out if you want, because I'm sleepy anyway. I'm always sleepy. That's my eternal like status. Sleepy, but doing shit.
uh-huh.
Okay, well I'll get a new copy of Cyberpunk because I finished Forbidden West. I finished Uncharted. I finished Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and now I need something else to play in the very few moments I have to myself where I can play a game. Because usually I'm just doing work on the podcast. Basically write like a 20-page essay every week, guys. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toddler Mom Life for show.
I am currently playing Dragon Age 2.
Oh,
Aw.
yay. Sorry. It's my Mr. T-Rex voice. It messes up my throat.
Yeah. I've been playing Dragon Age 2, Sims 4, and I got the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. So I'm playing that again.
Oh,
What else do I
that was the first Elder Scrolls game I played.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Oh, and you know how my friend sold it to me? My best friend Eileen. Best friend Eileen was like, "It's got horses in it. You can ride a horse." Sold. That's all I needed to know.
Riding horses is shitty, though. It sucks in that game.
I know, but it was better than freaking Barbie Stables or whatever that game was.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, Apollo, if you only knew. I never heard the song Come On, Eileen until one time I was in her kitchen and we were cooking. Oh, the video just cut out on Twitch.
No, we're good.
Oh, mine, it did. I'm watching it. I don't know.
Oh.
Does anyone see us? But anyway, I was in her kitchen with her. We were cooking, and that song came on. I was like, Eileen, it's about you. And she's like, yeah, everyone friggin' says that. I'd never heard that song before. Oh, yeah, it came back.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it is my internet. I have a remote job, and it always works for that. So I don't really understand why at night it's like, nope, not gonna do it.
All right.
Oh, it is. I thought it was Take on Me or something. That's what I would have guessed. I didn't hear it for Toasty. Sorry. He said that Come On Eileen is the most popular one-hit wonder in the 80s. Oh, American Music class. And once I took a rock music history class. That was a really good class. It was fun. I wasn't alive in the 80s, so but I do have a huge love of 80s music and movies. That was my mom's, like, that was her time. Her favorite time. I wasn't either.
I know, Apollo. Children. You were alive in the 90s.
How freaking
Toasty
young
is
are you, Toasty?
Baby.
How baby? Because I'm a 91 baby. Like, I was alive in the 90s. I remember the 90s. 1997, what? I was at Catholic school in 1997. It was the worst. Don't do it. Wait, was I? No, I was. Yes, no. I don't know. I was in Catholic school for 9/11. I do remember that. We got to go home. It was horrible. I don't have, like, a great memory of that day. Like, I have a very fuzzy memory of seeing the news on the TV and the nun was like, let's go home. I'm like, okay. I was so young, like, didn't mean anything to me. Well, I wasn't that young, I guess. I was almost 10. I have a terrible memory. I turned 25. Wow. Apollo graduated high school the year I was born. Apollo. I was almost double digits when the 90s rolled around. I was in Catholic school for the Challenger tragedy. Did you watch it live? Like a lot of kids did and get traumatized. Oh, goodness. That's terrible. I mean, the whole thing was terrible. Our whole generation is like, do you remember that one horrible tragedy we all witnessed on TV? Just can't even narrow it down. There's so many.
That's right. I remember.
Did you think he was young? I
Yeah.
assume everyone's my age.
No, because Apollo said that he stayed home from school to chat with us, and I was like
Oh, because he's a teacher.
freaking out. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, weren't you? Wasn't that the reason why you were like, "There's teenagers watching us"?
Yeah.
Oh no. That's why Patreon took us off search. Because
Yep.
of Apollo.
That's right. And then I was
Funny.
like, I immediately went into our Rocket Club chat and I was like, what happens if children under the age of 18 are listening to my filthy mouth on the
I
internet?
remember that.
Yeah. It was
I
all
remember
because
that.
Apollo said that he stayed home from school.
You know what's surprising to me? When I was on, I think it was the Spotify for podcasters,
Mhm.
or maybe it was Megaphone. I can't remember the place where a podcast is put on, like hosted on. I was looking at like the demographics of our listeners, and like over half are male,
Mhm.
identify as male, and I was very surprised by that because this podcast to me screams female energy. But at the same time, I'm like, cool. This is who, like, for me and my cisgendered relationship, if there are enough cisgendered men who hear this type of shit so they know what us ladies want,
Okay.
then the world will be better.
I have the numbers pulled
Oh,
up
did you?
right now.
You have it pulled up?
38% of our audience identifies as female, 55% male, 2% non-specified, and 6% non-binary. For our age demographic, overall 1% is under the age of 17. So that
Jesus.
doesn't make me
Yep.
happy.
Yeah, stop listening.
9%.
If you're under the age of 17, stop.
Right? 9% is from 18 to 22. Our biggest demographic is 38% of the 23 to 27 year olds. Then 34% at 28 to 34. So I feel like the bulk of our audience is somewhere between 23 and 34.
And 34. Yeah,
Yeah.
23.
And then 17% is 35 to 44, and 1% is 45 to 59. We have one male listener who identifies over the age of 60. I don't know. It just says 100% male, less than 1% is over the age of 60.
Oh, Yuri, my husband graduated high school in 2003 as well. Yeah, that's funny. I mean, dirty grandpa.
It's Apollo, apparently.
This. No, it's not.
It's
You're not
no,
60,
it's not
bro.
Ron.
Who's Ron?
A
Someone you
coworker, yeah.
know? What if it's my dad? I told him to listen to the Mary Kenny episode. He's 60. It's probably my dad. I told him not to listen to any of the other ones. Because first of all, I was like, you're not going to understand it. And second of all, just don't.
Oh yeah, I mean,
You don't know me like that, bro.
I told my mom to not listen, and my stepdad keeps hounding me. And I'm like, no, I don't want you guys to listen to this. Like,
This is my safe place.
right?
Broadcasted to strangers. People who know me IRL need not apply.
I have coworkers that listen, and obviously former coworkers.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody in my family listens at all.
My sister does.
Oh,
I don't know if
thank
she's
you.
still in the chat, but my sister definitely listens. But she does. She does everything I do, and vice versa.
Yeah.
She's my twin sister. And also Toasty. I don't know why our interviews aren't that popular. It doesn't make sense to me because those are my. I mean, actually, I like it all, but like, I really was like, the interviews are so cool. I thought people would really like that. Maybe someday, like maybe when we get famous.
Yeah.
I don't know if we get famous, but not famous. I like being alone, but but enough to pay the bills would be nice.
Yes.
Yeah, and also enough to get bigger names for our interviews too. That like I freaking cold messaged Jennifer Hale on Instagram from our Instagram. You do? Yeah, she obviously has not replied, but that's probably because she gets so many messages. I'm not going to assume she saw it and then was like, nah. Shouldn't strike me like that.
Yeah, no.
But
we have to not always
shoot my
go
shot.
through social medias. We have to like find their agents and do it that way.
Yeah, exactly. But you never know. You never know. I got Heidi through LinkedIn. I will message anyone. And actually, all the other interviews were either through Facebook or Twitter, where we set them up. So, so far, social media has done me well, getting people to reply.
Yeah. Twitter is a great place. Ew.
I
that's
hate
a
it,
lie.
actually. I really don't like being on Twitter.
I have a love-hate relationship with Twitter. I really do. Because
Twitter scares me. There's a bunch of Zennials on there, like, deciding your fate. For whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a real place, and I'm anxious when I go in there because they make it so real. Like, oh, you're gonna have real world consequences. How you're so shitty because you reposted this person's art and credited them, but you didn't retweet it or tag them because you didn't know their username. But shame on you. You should have scoured the Twitter everything to find them. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's why we retweet or just use Cloudy. Ben was one of my favorite ones.
Ben is, I want him to come back eventually. I was actually surprised because Mary is a lot bigger of a narrative designer compared to our other guests. Like a more known one, I should say. And still her episode didn't like, a lot of people didn't listen to it. And I was really shocked by that. I was like, people don't like care? Like all these Twitter followers mean nothing? They don't listen to her shit? I guess. I loved all of our interviews so far.
Yeah.
Almost all of them. Yeah, that one was a lot. It's fine. You guys will hear that one real soon.
If you ever get around to it.
Yeah, I know well, part of my thing was like it's coming out like so long in advance. And the other part of me was just like, well, back when you first put it into my headphone. That's why I haven't done it.
Oh wait, no, it's 4 weeks. May 16th.
Isn't it 2 weeks? I thought it was 2 weeks away.
Up next is Patreon.
Yeah.
And then the interview with Tim.
Yeah. And then it's next.
And then hits him. Yeah.
Yeah, so isn't that 3 weeks?
Yeah. So us to answer the question, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 interviews recorded that haven't come out yet. 1 interview is scheduled for, fuck me, dude, when?
May 1st.
Okay.
We've had to reschedule it twice already, so I really hope this time sticks.
Yeah. And then
because I'm very interested in talking to that person.
We have 1 guest who requested to return, and we haven't had that interview yet.
Yeah, we need to. We need to do that. I really thought I was going to get the voice actor for Catalo in Forbidden West. I can't remember his name. Mary knows him because he commented on something she said, or when she tweeted about our episode, he commented on it, and I commented on it, and I was like, "Come on the show," and he like never replied, and I'm like, "Come on, we're cool." I have a huge crush on his character in Forbidden West, so I would just fangirl a little bit. But yeah, you did a good job. I really want to get voice actors on because they're like a key piece of the whole narrative process.
May 20th is when we're recording Judy.
Toasty. Yeah, May 20th.
I told you I'd remind you.
So, Like a month from now. Oh yeah, because Tosi's come, right?
Yep.
Sweet. That'd be fun. Okay, well, you guys got a little special sneak peek into our schedule.
Yeah.
We have interviews. We do them, what, like every 6 weeks-ish? And we
Ish.
have interviews to fill the rest of the year, either already recorded or about to be recorded. So, yeah, I don't know how many that is exactly, but there's going to be interviews at regular intervals, interview episodes at regular intervals, which is a nice little break for us, too. It's like we get a week off.
But up next week
I
is
die.
Patreon. Have we decided a topic?
Yeah. I can't remember what it is. Hold on. But the last time I checked, there was a clear winner.
Accidental romance choices.
Was it that one? Are you looking at it?
For April, yeah.
Yeah.
No, maybe we got an accident. Oh, fuck
I'm
me,
glad
man.
you
All right.
looked at it, 'cause
Yep, I'm fading. I just yawned. So, I think we will call it.
I've been yawning.
I'm not.
But like I said, I exist in a tired state.
Yeah. My body's telling me it's time to go take your nap before work starts.
Oh shit, I forgot that you're still
I don't
one more
work.
week, right? Bleh. 1 more week, right?
Yeah, I don't work tonight, so that's good. But my body's
that's
still
good.
like, you've been doing this for a week. Go take a nap now.
Yeah.
All right.
When I was in the Navy, we had this thing called a Panama schedule. I have no idea why it was called that, but it was 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off, 12-hour shifts. Every 2 weeks, you would switch from days to nights. When I tell you it
Ew.
sounds nice that you get 3 days off, it doesn't. It's not nice because it's 3 days of 12-hour shifts. It was 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. And like because you had to switch every 2 weeks, like you were just always tired. Like you could never get adjusted to a schedule.
Yeah.
It was awful. And it was also so boring. You were just sitting there. I read a lot of Stephen King, especially on the night watches, which was stupid of me. But I don't make good decisions sometimes. Yeah. I will look up Hey Ash, what you playing? Is that what it was called? Yeah. I'll look that up. You're a cat. I've never heard of that before.
Okay.
All right.
It's time to log out.
So long.
Farewell.
Auf
Auf Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen. Good night.